Hey, welcome back. This is LeijaLift. I'm Juan.
I'm Victor.
And my hair's all messed up.
Oh.
There we go.
Said that before.
We good. So you can find us on the podcast, on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, at your local party. You can catch me every day. Not really. No more local parties. No, but you can find us where else? I made a TikTok too.
Yeah. Okay, TikTok.
But it still has a lot of the videos at Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. Twitter's the other one that would have. So LeijaLift all one word. On Instagram you can catch me on LeijaLift, Juan LeijaLift _ or Elite Athlete for my physical therapy consult clinic business stuff. And then where can we find you?
Get me on Instagram at VictorLeija _ and my email at victor.leijalift@gmail.
Well, don't worry about the email anymore because now you can contact us through eliteathlete.com/contact, which we'll put the link in the description. That way you can ask us, send us your questions. I know you have a few questions already. So we'll cover all those towards the end of this the video. So starting off with the Spurs, like always. I just found out that the Spurs have their own podcast or training camps.
Podcast.
Yeah, it's
Are the
Spurs
doing it, or is somebody else?
No, it's someone else doing it, and then they have guests on. They're like 30 minutes long, so I think I might start consuming some of that information. If you like the Spurs as much as we do, check out the Spurs cast. They have a lot of information there for the Spurs. I don't know if it's daily, but they have a bunch of episodes.
Okay. Yeah.
Way more.
I'll have to actually take a look at that after.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of Spurs information going on except for training camp starting October 1st. So by Tuesday, training camp starting, and the season's already coming around.
I think it's 35 days now.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
I was gonna say it starts late October.
Yeah, I think yesterday I saw it's 36 days, so it's probably today. If I'm not mistaken, it'll be 35.
Yeah, so I know it starts late October.
Slightly off Spurs, but I thought it was really cool. Yesterday they named the street in front of whatever the Mavericks stadium is, they named it after Nowitzki.
Oh, really?
So cool. It's not Spurs related, but it was cool.
It's not Spurs related.
But it's cool.
We don't bring that around the house.
No,
I'm gonna have to ask you to leave.
I don't care for the Mavericks, but that's cool. I mean, we can do it for something like Tim Duncan or Tony Parker. Like
I guess.
For
us. But they haven't done that. You were talking about the Mavericks.
But it's because you got 3 people as opposed to 1 player.
Yeah.
So.
But I mean, you can name every street around the 18th.
Or maybe the parking lots or something, you know.
Or the parking lots. Yeah. Have a face to them.
Yeah.
Where did I park my car? I could have sworn I parked it at Boris Diaw.
Why would you put Boris Diaw?
Why not? You want chip?
Yeah, but come on, man. Tim Duncan, Tony Parker,
but
you went with Boris Diaw.
You're gonna run out of faces.
Well, yeah, but you went with Boris Diaw over Tony, Manu,
Bonjour.
Oh man,
come on.
Tony's French too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We already know they're gonna have their own set areas. Anyways, and then the Spurs also hired a new marketing brand dude. Former Facebook sports marketing brander person, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess they're trying to expand their global brand. I think they represent 4 countries right now. Let's see,
that sounds right.
1, 2, 3, 4 for sure. I'm trying to think if there's another country that represent. Me too. All the Americans.
Yeah, all the Americans and Bellinelli.
Oh no, Bellinelli and then Luca.
Oh.
Our Luca.
Yeah, I would say wait.
Not that Luca.
Yeah,
5 countries. Yeah, that's right. Am I missing anyone?
Oh.
Not right.
I hope not.
Yeah. So 5 countries. So they're gonna start expanding their global brand, which they probably should have done a while back.
Yeah.
Because they've been representing every country and.
Just about
I think they've represented a player from every country already.
Probably.
Yeah,
Spurs,
don't call
Spurs
me
like their international players.
Don't call me. I don't know if I've seen a Mexican national player on the Spurs yet. But hey, I could be the first one.
Give me a year, I'll be there.
I
might not be playing.
We've given you like 10 years. You're not there yet.
But see, I wasn't aiming towards that goal.
Oh, was that the case?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was just cheering in the background.
Then for fantasy football, 2-1.
2-1.
2-1 right here. Moving on up, I think I'm 2nd place? You're like 3rd?
I think by points.
Yeah,
by points. My first week was terrible.
How did you were going against Royal on Thursday, and he
I
left.
have him today.
How many points did he leave on the bench for this week?
29.
29. Shout out to that guy.
Running back for the Eagles, Howard, 29.6 or something.
I guess to be fair, you really don't know that a guy that's projected to get you 4 points is going to eat 30
Yeah,
points.
you don't. But that's a lot of points to leave on there, so I'm happy with that. But his receiver from Green Bay still did pretty well, but with 18 flat, so
that's solid right there.
That's still
solid stats, and we don't do points per catch.
No.
Yeah, we don't do PPR. We just do.
But Mike Evans last week for me, give me 37.
Oh, you get like 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns in the first half. In the first half, he had 3 touchdowns.
Did he get another one?
No.
Oh, well.
But he had like 300 yards.
Well, it's like you needed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gave me 37 something, and I was like, geez, and that was awesome.
I think all my points came from like 1 or 2 players last week. I can't even remember, but I know my team in general did terrible.
You beat John. He beat me. He's probably the.
Oh, he was like 2-0, wasn't he? No, he wasn't. He was like 1-1 at that point.
Yeah, he had lost somebody else. The only one that was undefeated was Jisoo.
Now he's lost. Check it.
Yeah, he lost against Chris.
Now he dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now I'm second place. Solid.
So?
No, it's all right. The season's still early. I can't brag yet. I'm just keep it humble right here.
But you were bragging. You were like making fun of me for losing on week one, and now you can't brag on week 3. Come on, man.
It's nice to get off on a 1-0 start. Yeah. Once you get that 1-0 start, it feels good. I mean, even though we literally have no control over how our teams do.
It's actually been a pretty competitive league because of where everybody's so stacked this year.
Yeah. Now, like 6 years in, everyone's actually gotten some experience. We're not picking up kickers in the 3rd round.
I was about to say the same
or
thing.
Picking up 2 kickers and.
Oh God! Or picking up a defense like pick 4.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all have ever had anyone.
No.
I'm sure there's been other leagues like that.
Oh yeah. Plenty.
Picking up like 3. I don't know, 2 kickers, 2 defenses.
Yeah.
Come on,
man. The first 5-10 picks.
Come on,
it's a no-go.
Man.
It's a no-go.
Hey, yeah, I don't know about that. What did I do? I think I've already traded like half my team.
Jeez, I moved 2 people, just 2 receivers, but because of Tyreek Hill.
But every time I check from the previous year, like I think I only keep 5 players out of the 17 rounds that we have. I think every year it always ends up being that I keep 5 players, and it's probably like 2 or 3 out of my first 5 round picks. Someone gets hurt out of my top 5 picks, so then I have to trade some of those guys out.
Yeah, I think I usually ended up with 3 people from my previous one. I think last year I had over 70 something transactions and trades, so I was trading every single.
I like when it gets into November when the trade deadline starts closing. And then everyone that's hurt is getting hurt, and then we're scrambling to pick up their backups.
A bunch of backups. Yeah. Speaking of which, I was looking to pick up Melvin Gordon, but he was taken literally an hour after the announcement. He was taken. I was like, Jesus.
I did the same thing actually. I did the same thing when I saw that they announced it. I saw Rolly has them.
Now I was looking into it the whole time, and I was like, "Nah, I'm fine."
Do you know if you picked them up right away, or if he already had them on his bench?
That's what I don't know, but I'm assuming he already had them because it takes 3 days.
Look at the transactions. Yeah, I think he probably drafted them.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to go look for him. I was like, dang. But it was worth a shot.
It was, and I still got Kareem Hunt coming back in 4 weeks, but still, the last half of the season, he should be pretty good. Yeah. Considering that they obviously.
I got rid of him in my other league. I needed some more room for players that are actually playing right now.
Well, him and Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's out, but maybe next week he'll come back.
Maybe.
I think it looks like they were trying for this week, but it was a long shot. So hopefully next week I'll have Tyreek Hill back and we can get rolling again.
All right. Well, yeah, we still got this week. Right now you're still right now Joel scored a good chunk of that.
Yeah, I'm still scheduled to win by 2 points, but I do have Rivers playing the Dolphins.
Okay.
So I'm hoping. They've given up 30 plus every game, and I have the Chargers defense that I drafted, so they're obviously playing Miami. So hopefully those two can.
Maybe you can get to the goal line and get a quarterback sneak in there.
Yeah.
A couple times.
Well, even if he throws, last week he still gave me 2 touchdown throws.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll get to the touchdowns.
And then now against Miami, who's the worst team I think. Actually.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I think they've given up. I think they gave up the least amount to the Cowboys, and that's because they still give up a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
So they gave up 41 and then 43, and then I don't know what they was like.
They gave up like 50 something to the Ravens, and then they lost to New England.
Yeah, New England was 43.
And then they lost to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not that they've been giving up a lot of points. Just leave it up.
Yeah. So hopefully Rivers can throw those, and that's last week. That's when we had New England's defense, or 2 weeks ago, New England's defense that got 40. So hopefully my Chargers defense steps up, and if we can get 20 out of that, I'll be happy with 20, and Rivers another 30, and that's pretty guaranteed win right there.
So you had a product for us today. Now we're switching gears to the educational part.
Yeah, this is I went to the store and I was just looking at cool little things. I was like, man, I wanted cookies, but I didn't really want to indulge. I didn't really want to pick all that up.
In case you're cutting.
I mean, in any case.
Or in case you want to save your calories, you want something sweet.
This is extremely good.
What is it?
It's called Don't Worry.
You already know what it looks like.
It's called Don't Worry.
Is this what you put on your Instagram?
Yeah.
Why'd you put it on your Instagram? I couldn't even tell what the hell it was.
That's kind of the point, so they have to watch this.
Nah, it was all blurry. I was like,
that's kind of the point.
Whatever. I'm here.
So if you look at it, it has.
Why did you show 7 cards? 15 of these is.
Each of these is 1 calorie. So 15 of these is 15 calories.
Yeah.
You only get 2 grams of sugar per 15, so it satisfies that sweet tooth. You get, something.
How many come in this thing?
It doesn't really say, because it just kind of varies.
Now, are they good?
Try one.
I'll try one after. And then
I like it.
I'll do
it does leave, to me, it does leave like a little residue taste.
Yeah. How much can you get this for?
This was like $3.98, I think.
All right. Well, shout out to.
So that's pretty good.
What are they called? Don't worry. Shout out to Don't Worry.
It's meringue.
Not sponsored by them, but hey, if you.
So you get 7 carbs for 15. Only 2 grams of sugar for 15. Yeah. So regardless of if you're diabetic, cutting, all that stuff, this is still pretty. Actually, a really good alternative for everything.
Yeah.
1 calorie per piece. I mean, you really can't go wrong. Even if you indulge in the whole thing, you're looking at like 30-40 calories as opposed to it's like half of 1 cookie, if at that.
Yeah.
So it's a great, and it tells you on the back here that 2.5 containers equals
3 cookies.
Yeah.
Or 3 boxes of cookies.
No, 3 cookies.
3 cookies. All right.
So 2.5 containers equals 3 of these cookies, and it tells you on the back.
So you can eat. You can eat all these. Well, show it off a little bit more, fool. You just held it there for a second. Oh, there you go. Show that label. Show that label off.
Yeah. And I'm not sponsored, but hey, man, if they want to send me a truckload of these, I'm not gonna mind.
That's solid. So it does leave a residue taste, though.
A little bit to me, but I don't think it's a bad one. It's kind of, to me, it reminds me of like the residue you kind of get from like cotton candy, where it's good, but it's still there, but it's not like a disgusting aftertaste.
Yeah.
It's like just that after mouthfeel, if you will.
Okay.
So that's how it is to me, but I liked it a lot, and so I'm always looking for different ways and different things to incorporate into your diet without breaking your caloric bank.
Yeah, because right now we're going into the thick of the holiday season. We're gonna start holiday season with the what's it called? Halloween. Then you go into Thanksgiving. I like to think of Halloween as a kickoff season.
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty good. I like candy.
Yep. Then you go into Thanksgiving, then you go into Christmas, New Year's. So that January time frame come around. January.
That's what they call New Year,
New Me.
That
this
bear body.
Is where this comes in handy right here. Holla. That comes in handy. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I'll be trying to hopefully look for different alternatives and good things to add into your diet that's also macro friendly, so you can enjoy and still make progress and not stall because you went and ate a box of cookies.
What I'm doing is, since I still can't lift that heavy, so I'm working on volume, but I still need to watch my intake. So I'm doing like a pre bulk maintenance phase, so I don't overeat right now, because I'm gonna overeat on the holidays, and when I overeat on the holidays, make sure I leave it to like a 2-3 day window.
Okay.
And then back on like a maintenance phase or a cut phase, That way, it's like the damage is only like 5 pounds.
Okay, that's not bad.
Try
Yeah.
not to go over 200 pounds.
And speaking of eating, what is your like? Do you have a certain diet that you adhere to?
So I started buying more of the salads, like HEB salads. Shout out to HEB and those salads.
Yeah.
They solid. They hold me up for a couple hours. I also eat my like Greek yogurt protein blend that looks like ranch dressing
Oh, God.
with strawberries and blueberries mixed into it.
Okay.
But I add a little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of cinnamon and
but
protein.
you use plain yogurt, that's why.
Yeah, I use a plain yogurt, then I add cinnamon, protein powder, blueberry, strawberry. That's high in protein though. So like one serving of protein, whey protein is like 25, and the serving size for the yogurt is also like 23.
Yeah.
So that comes out, give or take, like depends on how much you put in there, 45 to 50 grams of protein.
Yeah.
And then the salad contains the ones that I've been getting. I'm making sure I get high protein. It comes out to like 21 grams of protein. So like say like 70 grams of protein in that one meal, and then you add a Quest bar. A Quest bar, so I come out with like 90. Yeah, like 90 of protein in one meal, and my goal is about 180 to 200 right now of protein.
So like 2 meals or so, you're pretty good.
Yeah, since I don't really eat breakfast, so that one, my first meal is.
That's right.
So I kind of do an intermittent fasting thing where I'll get like 90 grams of protein in one meal. Then my dinner consists of like a ground turkey, which is like 25 to 30 grams, and just that one patty. So that's like 120. And then what else do I add? And then I just bought like some turkey, some beef jerky.
I don't know what you bought.
Turkey jerky. That's what you call it.
Okay, there you go. Turkey jerky.
Hey, I was like, what do you call it? Turkey jerky. Just to like kind of snack on as well. But I do know that I need to add a little bit more protein, and that's where right now I'm looking into, should I eat or do another scoop of protein, or
just double the serving size on your turkey. The actual
that's
turkey.
a lot, and it's not that good either.
It's not. It's pretty dry. But on the alternative that I found was ground beef, but the 96.4, it has the same protein content, and it only has like 2 or 3 more grams of fat.
Yeah.
And it's a lot more moist than turkey. Turkey
That's
is
true.
extremely dry. So what I had to do with turkey was add like a little bit of barbecue sauce and mix it.
Yeah.
And that adds moisture.
Yeah, that's what I do.
That's the only way that I was able to eat that consistently.
And then I just bought quinoa too. So I bought like a serving of quinoa. It has a decent amount of protein, not a lot, but bought some quinoa, beans, another good source of protein. So I think combined with the quinoa and the beans, it comes out to like 15 grams of protein right there. So that's a decent amount of, even though it's my carb source, it provides a decent amount of protein with so it's like 15 grams of protein with like 25 to 30 of the turkey, of the ground turkey. So that's like what, 40 to 45 grams in there. And then I'm looking into with the turkey jerky, that's like another 10. So I need to add, like, if I add the scoop of protein, that'll come out to like around 170, 180. So but I still need a little bit of more.
I mean, that's still pretty good until you start getting into like a serious.
Into what I'm actually
probably gonna be okay for a bit.
Yeah. So like right now I'm like eyeballing it, so I know I'm not getting the protein that I want to get. But hey, protein is expensive.
It is. It's extremely expensive.
Like protein sources, I should say.
Protein in general, yeah. Not just protein powder, but which also
protein sources are your most expensive ones.
Yeah.
Carbs
are cheap.
Are the easiest ones.
You can buy a box of pasta for $1.
Yeah.
I'm
even tripping on my carbs.
Yeah, carbs are easy to come by.
But it's a protein sources that I really gotta look into. So I need like one more solid source of protein.
We have any chicken in there, so maybe you can just dinner or make a hamburger, like a chicken burger.
A chicken burger, like who made them? KFC.
Yeah, but not fried. But yeah.
two turkey and
is that what it is?
2 chicken patties or 2 chickens as the patties and then the turkey inside.
Oh, see, that's like hardcore. Yeah, that's like protein
style. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, buddy. You won't go to sleep, but you'll have your protein for the day. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, you're not sleeping after that one.
Yeah, if you're not. Especially if that's for dinner, man. Especially when I eat dinner, like, because I get out of work like at 7, so if I'm eating dinner like at 8, I don't know when I'm going to sleep that night.
Boy, I get off work at 11. I eat dinner like at 11:30.
Oof.
Yeah.
And you go to sleep at what, 12, 1?
Like 1-ish.
Dang, fool.
Because by the time I finish my shower and finish my homework and whatnot, it's like 12:30, 12:45.
Yeah,
and by the time I get that out of my system, it's like 1 o'clock. So
so I know I mentioned intermittent fasting, but someone asked you about intermittent fasting.
yeah, someone had asked me about it yesterday, and that's actually something that I do, not like, cognizantly, not focusing on doing intermittent fasting. It just happens that I get off at 11 and I eat dinner or whatever. But when I wake up, the only thing I like to do is just go straight to the gym, get back, and then cook my food for work. So my actual breakfast doesn't come in till about 12:30ish to 1, right before work. So it just happens that the time that I eat, and then my lunch is like 5 or 6, and then dinner is like at 11. So it just happens that it works that way for me. And they really asked me if it worked. And it's like anything else. When done properly, yes, it's going to work regardless. But the key is when done properly. Everybody's looking for the best diet, and once again, there is no best diet. It's whatever adheres to your lifestyle. Normally, I would not enjoy intermittent fasting because I am a breakfast person, but with my current schedule, it just works out and it works perfectly. I don't really feel hungry until the time that I eat. It's really just normal for me to eat around 12 to 1 now, and so that's kind of normal for me. And yeah, that's just how it goes.
Yeah, I don't eat breakfast either. Although I probably should start eating breakfast because that's where I can probably find my the other way to throw in my protein is if I eat breakfast.
There you go.
I just need to actually do it.
That's what whenever I did eat breakfast, what I was doing was like 2 or 3 whole eggs and then like that serving of egg whites, or 2 servings of egg whites, just like 10. Or
I think it was liquid. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing.
That would add like 7 each, and that's adding like another 30 grams.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I could probably do that. I just don't do breakfast. So unless I pre-make my breakfast, because I hate having to wake up and
that's true.
I'm already going to the gym, got a shower.
We get those eggs, and then I also have like the Kodak. The Kodak? Yeah, Kodiak is the camera. Kodak cakes. They have the little boxes that come with pre-made pancakes. Pancakes.
Yeah.
And you get like 3. I just bought some. You get like 3 grams of fat, like 14 grams of protein, like 30 carbs. So when you mix it with the egg, it's pretty well rounded.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good, well rounded. You get like 45 grams of that one.
I just have to watch the carbs though. Make sure I don't overdo them carbs.
Well, you only get 30 grams and you get 45 of protein, so that's
Yeah, but still, because I have to watch my carbs throughout the rest of the day. And I make sure I get
30 carbs.
Well, I gotta make sure I get the adequate amount, but don't overdo it because I love my carbs. Carbs are my weakness.
Carbs, yeah, I agree. Carbs are my
weakness.
I'm not really big on. I eat my fats, but I'm not a high fat diet person.
I just have to watch
that hurts.
Yeah, I just gotta watch my carbs.
Were you doing like high fat for a while?
Yeah. Or like keto.
Yeah.
You lose weight, but you gain it right back.
Once you eat that carb back,
once you introduce the carbs, boom, you gain that right back. So it's not sustainable for me.
Yeah, no.
Maybe I'm just not as disciplined for that diet.
Well, I mean, it's just, even with research, it doesn't show that there's a whole lot of, like a benefit. I think it was less than 0.2 pounds over the course of a year. Which over the course of a year, for me not to eat carbs, it's not worth 0.2 pounds.
Right. That's true. Yeah, not for me. What else were we?
I think we got that. I know you were going to go over some shoulder.
So staying with the shoulder. Now let me face the camera a little bit. So you got to also. So going off of last week's video, also got to watch where the pain is coming from, right? Because you could have pain. Tender point pain over here, and the top there's a little bone right here that'll stick out. So this is just finding areas to where your pain is coming from, right? So the AC joint, which is the one right over here, tenderness point over here. Some people call that the shoulder pain right in this area. Now you can have tender point over here. This is an area where a lot of the rotator cuff muscles will come into, right? That'll be a little bit more indicative of some rotator cuff, actual rotator cuff muscle pain, right? You can also have some pain in the back of the shoulder, back in this area, Oh, gotta watch the delts though. Underneath the delts is where the muscles would be. You can also have some pain back in this area. A lot of this pain can come when you're sleeping. The pain in the front, pain in the back. When you're sleeping, when you're moving your arm overhead, or you're moving your arm in general, reaching back. And then if it's more a labral or more of a joint type of pain, ways that you can you feel more general, like I said last week, but you could do something where you would push straight into the shoulder, and you'd need a professional to do it for you, right? You don't just want anyone doing it. Well, the camera's out of focus a little bit. There we go. Boom. Now we're back in focus to where you almost like push the shoulder right into the joint and grind the joint. Now all these are very general. I wouldn't recommend anyone that's not trained to do it. All this is just advice too. Another thing you can do to see if it's a little bit more of a rotator cuff issue is if you bring the arm across and push in like that. If that really reproduces the pain, then that's more indicative of it could be a rotator cuff issue. Okay, not labrum, not an AC joint issue. Okay, the pain can also be coming from a nerve, right? So it could also be like a nerve type issue where it might not necessarily be from the shoulder. So that's where, and again, a healthcare professional, physical therapist, a specialized physical therapist would help you help clue in as to where the pain is coming from, because sometimes the neck pain can radiate down into the arm as well. That's it. So if you think it's a rotator cuff issue, you can push in this way. If it's more of a labral issue, you can push the shoulder almost like into the socket. If there's tenderness over here, or if it's just a generalized soreness also, or if there's like pain that can be being referred from somewhere else, that would be someone where you need a specialist for. Now you might have pain with more than one of these tests, and it'd be what is causing your pain. So when all these tests are done on you, it's more cluing into what is reproducing your pain, not just pain in general, right? Because what's reproducing the pain that you feel is really what we're looking for. All right, these are just some helpful tips sticking with the shoulder. Also probably does it more justice because you can see this boom going on right there. Oh, you can't flex. He's a lot smaller, so he can't flex.
Oh, I can flex.
I'm just gonna leave it like this.
I don't like picking up my shirt, embarrassing you.
All right, good. Yeah, let's keep it that way. Let's keep it that way. Yeah. Let's wait till next year. Maybe next year you'll be like this.
I mean, my body fat's at 10%. Oh, yeah, I think I'm pretty good.
Cool.
I think I'm pretty good.
That's what you use. Yeah, it gotta hurt shoulder, but hey, I don't even see no loss of gains, baby.
Yeah. I got leaner, bro.
What else? And then I think that's it, right?
That's all we got for the day.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of where else we're at, because I know I'm adding a lot of stuff. For today, you can find us on eliteathlete.online/contact to ask us your questions. You can find us on LeijaLift. I was gonna say Juan Leija. LeijaLift, all one word, on YouTube, where you can see our faces and our videos weekly. You can find us on Juan LeijaLift _ on Instagram.
And on Instagram for myself, it's Victor Leija _.
Yeah, and a lot of this is also posted on TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. You already know it's a lot of the information that we give on here. So esto por hoy. Ya terminamos. Hasta luego.